You may think this is just an ordinary kid playing in a city park, but what you are witnessing could have been an Olympic sport in London 2012 if it were not for late-breaking decisions handed down by the International Olympic Committee. Since its inception in 1896 in Athens, Greece, the host country of the modern Olympic Games has enjoyed the privilege of introducing a new sporting event into international competition. Seoul, South Korea brought us table tennis. We saw BMX bikes for the first time in Beijing. Sydney added trampolining to the program. What other sports lie out there and wait for a call from Dick Pounder of the IOC to say, yes, you and your members may now consider yourselves Olympians? Our documentary film crew brings footage of a group of young, hip athletes preparing for those Olympic sporting events of the future that have yet to be recognized by the international organizations. First off, we go to synchronized sliding with the Argentinian team of Yasser Buñuelos and Frismania Lutherville.
Perfectly in time.
Now, that looks like pretty good synchronization with the arms. What do you think about the legs?
You know what? I think that Yasser Buñuelos could be a
look at
bit
those scores.
straighter.
Those were pretty decent scores to start off the program.
Not bad, not bad. I've seen better, but this is certainly not bad.
And now the second one is a higher level of difficulty.
Well, usually how it's done is usually the easier ones are done first, and then as
very
it
nice
progresses. Oh yes, that
there.
was impressive.
Synchronization, quite well done. How did they do that? Is it ESP? Do they read each other's minds as they're going down the slide?
Yes, you see, usually when they gather Olympians to be in this sport, they gather people that have the ESP signals already implanted in their brains. So this is a very nice match.
Oh, now what do we have going on here?
Oh my God.
This is
Climbing up the slide, that is
not something that you would normally see at this level of competition. I wonder what they were thinking.
Yes, it certainly is absurd. No one's ever done that. I've never seen such behavior.
Yes, and obviously there are some problems. The judges are
table.
conferring, and the coach is over there trying to explain maybe how people were moving or how they served the ice cream afterwards.
Possibly. As you can see, he's obviously enjoying himself, which also in this sport is not really acceptable.
Some real goofing off going on with his team.
They're not taking it seriously.
No, he is the one who started it. I've got this chalk here showing his rope up the slide, and then Frismania follows suit. I don't know if the judges are going to accept that run, or if we're going to have to see another one from them, or are they disqualified automatically? What do you think the rules would be?
I'm not sure. Usually it's not even acceptable, but oh look, see, Frismania even thought about it. She must have considered going up the slide.
Yasser was more than halfway up by the time she went, so
Exactly.
it's really his fault.
Now here they're discussing their last one, so the difficulty should be a bit higher than usual.
Yes, it seems like they're just making it up on the spur of the moment, would you say? Or
Yes, their ESP must not be working. All right, their last one. Oh no. Their just synchronization was just horrible.
Yes, look how her leg goes up, and then her leg goes up again before his has even started.
And her arms are up in the air when they weren't supposed to be.
And I think he got stuck at the bottom there and didn't quite finish.
The IOC says synchronized sliding has too few participants and doesn't require enough athletic skill to be considered for official competition. Yasser Buñuelos has spent a tough day at the playground, but his dream of Olympic stardom is far from crushed. As a member of Argentina's leaf-blowing squad, he is vying for a spot on the first demonstration team. Let's join the action on the field.
No, that is actually not a very strong start. Usually you go around the 30s, but here's our next contestant.
And he's from Belarus. And that's quite a good,
that was a very good start.
First blow on the leaf.
If that's his first, I can't wait to see his final. As you can see, he is blowing out really hard. And that is exactly what gets him the great distance.
And I see he stays in position the whole time.
Indeed, no moving around, nothing. He's
79
serious.
centimeters for Marceau. And, that seems
not
to be
bad.
a quite good blow there by Yasser. Very close to what Masur Shurfanich got.
Definitely progressing, and hopefully his last one will be even better.
And I see maybe he was kind of blowing on it a little bit further. Is that legal? Is that a legal move?
Yes,
to
you're
blow
able to do
after?
3 blows after the actual one. Anything past that is illegal.
Now, if you
Second
step
one?
across the line, of course,
Yes,
disqualified.
disqualified. And there we go.
Oh, and-
Extreme distance.
Oh,
What?
That was a very disappointing flight of that leaf.
Very. It
It's-
seemed as if it would go far, but it just came right back.
Yes, so the initial trajectory was excellent. And look at the distance that he gets on that first blow, and it all
Just-
comes back to disappoint him. That must be a terrible feeling for Marceau.
Yes, I think you can tell by his facial expression.
Oh, he's
wow.
down.
Very disappointed. I think that's the lowest score he's ever had. Seems to be having some anger issues.
Yes, he does. Maybe he should take some classes.
Oh,
and Yasser Buñuelos pulls off
An
a
amazing
great
finish.
final attempt at the leaf. Can you believe how far that went?
See-
Look at the embouchure on his lips.
See, he has beforehand. He fills his cheeks full of air and then just spits everything out, and that's what makes it go.
Everything goes out on the lips. Is there problems with people taking illegal performance-enhancing drugs in this sport? Because I wonder, when you see lips like that, it's not everybody can do that. Maybe he's like Michael Phelps and sort of has web feet.
Okay, let's see if can redeem himself. Oh,
what
not
did we see
even.
there? He tried
Wow.
a different type of a.
He's angry.
Aggravated there.
I would be.
That is not
See, he's trying a
sportsmanlike
different
behavior.
technique here, so you think this
I see
technique
that.
usually works, but
Where
in
is
his
that
case,
technique from? Is that Eastern European, would you say?
it's actually African.
It doesn't seem to work very well for Belarusians.
No.
I guess it's just an automatic disqualification. So Yasser Buñuelos
Has
wins.
won.
164 centimeters.
In its report, the IOC said, and I quote, "We see no reason why anyone would want to watch or participate in the so-called sport of leaf blowing." End of quote. So, tough words for these devoted athletes trying to find facilities to train in and unable to qualify for federal funding. For Yasser Buñuelos, the ruling was especially hard to take.
I told Bateman about it.
Yazzer's daily regime begins at dawn with a grueling workout using public stairways and thoroughfares.
But I'll only stay with you one more night. Try to tell you no, but my body keeps on telling you yes. Try to tell you.
He follows this with a solid breakfast
I eat 17 corn dogs a day.
I'll be waking up in the morning, probably hating myself.
and running intervals at the park.
Satisfied but guilty as hell.
When he's not training, Yasser spends his time at amusement parks, reliving the bizarre teacup accident that took his father's and mother's lives.
They smashed into stores and into houses, and then eventually they went to a cliff and they fell off. Then a shark ate them. Then a boat ran them over, and then a bomb went off. I have no permanent address!
Yasser is among the first to admit he is homeless, yet he still has the prodigious nutritional needs of a Michael Phelps or a Usain Bolt.
I eat 17 sandwiches a day. I eat 17 hamburgers a day.
Perhaps Buñuelo's best hope for Olympic glory springs from the pool vault, a recreation for which he is widely hailed as a pioneer, and a wrestler, and a ruthless vigilante who goes on posse.
When I first heard about the pool vault, I knew it was for me. Check it out.
let's join the California National qualifying rounds in progress at St. Pisquapano's Pool in San Pupas, California.
So first we have a lot of diarrhea.
Oh, and that's a very nice vault done by a lot of diarrhea. Coming out of the pool just like that. And you look here in the replay, how her arms are up in the air in a nice position, goes up to a T, back up again, and then back down again, nice rotation through the shoulders, back up to the I, T, and an H.
S.
Maybe she's trying to spell something. Sithzaboof. No, I don't understand it.
That's not a word, I don't think. Okay, Yasser Buñuelos
Oh,
is up.
Yasser Buñuelos did a very nice one-legged landing there. He comes up the whole way on that one leg. Now you notice here in the replay, look at that. He keeps that heel stuck right to the ground the whole way up, a stiff leg. There's a little bit of a bend there at the end, but I don't think the judges are really going to discount much for that. Oh, look, it's a high level of difficulty of 3.5 and scores up to 8.7.
Alright, Marisoe Chikablisakona is up next. Let's see what he'll do. Big splash. Nice.
Oh, yes, and this is a very good vault.
I don't think that's too difficult to do, is it?
No, that level of difficulty would be something like a 1.9 or maybe a 2. I don't know, we'll see what the judges have to say about it. 1.9. See, I know about this stuff, right? I read books.
I think next up we got some
I think
more
we got a lot of
diarrhea. Yep,
And
in the pool.
Her name is Diarrhea, right?
Yes, actually, it's kind of sad how she's had past incidents with her last name, the pool. Yeah, it just didn't work out very
Now, in
well.
Croatia, how do you say diarrhea? It's probably something like potatoes or something like that.
Actually,
lot of
it's
potatoes.
tomatoes. Close.
Yes. So they probably never knew when they called her a lot of diarrhea that really it meant a lot of tomatoes. Oh, there, that signature move from Yasser Buñuelos really gets the crowds going and pumping here in California. That's really impressive how he's able to go in that crouching position. You know what this is called?
What is this called?
This is called the stunting, punting, turtle crunching dive.
Did he make that name up?
He did, and he made up that level of difficulty too at 3.9.
Alright.
And here you seem to be. Oh, what happened there? My heavens. Oh, he's limping. My goodness.
Seemed like a good vault until, well, he fell.
As his feet must have slipped on the side of the pool. He's definitely limping.
Alright.
And
Lot of
very
diarrhea.
low scores there, an average of 2.9.
Not surprised.
Marcio.
A lot of diarrhea is coming out of the pool.
And a very nice maneuver there, and she landed on one leg.
That'll give her extra points.
That'll give her some extra points now. You notice in here that when she comes flying up out of the pool, there, this is a very nice move that she gets into here. That's good. And then she gets that one leg down, but then she also brings the other leg down a little bit too fast, in my opinion.
Oh,
I
she
think
should
the
have held it?
judges- Well, there's an 8.9 from one judge, but there's 8.2 from two other judges, so I think I'd be more in their camp.
Alright, Yasser Buñuelos' last final vault.
Oh, and Yasser comes out feet first. That's a surprise.
How is that even possible?
Oh, that takes a lot of practice. You got to get down way on the bottom of the pool, and you got to shove off the bottom of the pool with your buttocks.
Oh, so you must have a very strong, firm buttocks in order to do that?
Yes, the gluteus maximus becomes a very firm muscle, and people develop quite large ass.
How do
over
they
years.
do that? Like, is there a certain exercise one does?
Yeah, mostly just rolling around on the ground, I would say, is about one of the best exercises you can do for it.
Alright. Check up It's the last one.
Oh, and there, that was also a feet first dive coming out of the pool.
His ass must be big too.
He must have a very big ass. Let's have a look here. Oh, there it is. The legs kind of got apart there on him for a little while. But very good scores, 8.9s. There's a 3.8 in there. I think someone made a mistake. But Yasser Buñuelos wins it.
as we gather round our TV sets to watch the best in the world compete for gold and cheer on our home teams, we should take a moment to realize the road to London is littered with disappointment and false hope and dashed dreams. Maybe the day's not far off, though, when you will be able to sit on your sofa couch and watch the pool vault or synchronized sliding live from the Olympiad of the future on your 4D hologram brain neuron chemistry dye analyzer. Remember the names of the first champions of the sport: Buñuelos, Luthabil, Diarrhea, and
Man, this is like my motto. Alive for now. Oh man, I wish I had a Pepsi.
Let's go.